Marco Antonio Rubio has been a very, very naughty boy. 162 is the catch weight. Now, 7:10 Eastern Standard Time, October the 17th, 2014. I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live, and I cover boxing. He's lost $100,000. His WBC #1 contender title for Floyd. I was ready to say, ooh. Miguel Cotto's 160-pound title. We're going to talk about Floyd maybe sticking around later on. So, I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. Gennady Golovkin weighed in already. I forgot what he weighed in at. And I'm doing a weigh-in video. Anyway, I'm going to post it below. But I do know that Marco Antonio Rubio, he was dry as shit. He had to get butt-ass naked. And he weighed in at 161.8. Now, of course, after the weigh-in, you get, oh, man. No, I don't got Ebola. Oh, no. He weighed in at 161.8, but after the weigh-in, you get about 2 hours or so to do whatever you can to try to make weight, whether you got to throw up, whether you got to go sit in the sauna, get on the bike, or whatever you have to do. He couldn't cut weight, so they had to negotiate a new deal. The new deal was for him to lose his belt, basically. So basically, he fighting Golovkin in a fight he didn't even have to fight. He's the #1 contender for Miguel Cotto's 160-pound WBC title. So that belt's already gone. So now you got a vacant #1 contender's belt that if Golovkin wins, of course he's going to have it, putting him on the road right there to Miguel Cotto. So we've heard the rumors that I've heard rumors that it's official, that basically Cotto's saying, okay, all right, yeah, I definitely going to fight him in 2015, but let me get Canelo out of the way first, then I'm going to fight him. Anyway, that's a whole different video. So usually when fighters don't make weight, it usually means something bad. And in this case, I'm thinking Rubio was already a big underdog. He just lost $100,000. We don't know how much he was getting paid. The catch weight is 162. No, wait a minute. No belts on the line. It's 162. So now you got a vacated. WBC #1 contender belt. Maybe Golovkin probably gonna pick that up from beating somebody up at the next fight. Now I'm not completely sure yet, but if the catch weight is at 162. They renegotiated that. Remember, it was for the WBA Super World 160-pound title, the IBO, and the #1 contender WBC title. Now, since Rubio couldn't make weight, I guess Golovkin said, "All right, well, let's leave it out there. I'll be #1 contender for that, I'll fight for that in my next fight, and then be #1 contender. And Cotto not gonna fight me till probably the end of 2015 anyway." So, long story short, I'm guessing no belts are on the line. So Marco Antonio Rubio is most likely going to get beat down badly. Now he's been knocked out, but 2 losses since I believe 2006, and that's against Kelly Pavlik and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And I'm sitting here, honest to God, I'm sitting here trying to give him a chance to win. And I'm sitting here trying to find something to talk about to say, well, he can do this and do that. Realistically, I don't see him standing a snowball's chance in hell. And I'm a new Golovkin fan. I didn't become a Golovkin fan until, let me see, what was that? I didn't become a Golovkin fan until Curtis Stevens. Now, I'm not saying I didn't watch his fights, but I didn't believe in him until then, to whereas and now I'm like, yo, he'll break. I ain't gonna say no names, but he'll break a lot of these guys apart. So he has some flaws defensively, but at the same time, you know, he's so good and strong, and he walks around at his weight. He was at weight probably like last week. He's a natural 160-pounder, and people say, why won't he go up to fight Ward? You know, maybe it's me thinking like a promoter and everything, but quote unquote from Eddie Hearn, Andre Ward can't even sell out his living room. Andre Ward name don't even be popping in Oakland. Now, it can be there. I think Andre Ward, he's got to fight 3 times in 2015. Like, seriously, he's got to fight 3 times in 2015. One warm-up, one, like, fight with fans. You'd be like, okay, all right. You know, and then, like, a super fight at the end of the year. You know, somebody, I don't know. Career's going to waste. But let's keep it at 160. We know that Golovkin had that Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. deal on the table. Chavez Jr. didn't want to fight, you know, because of some contract disputes. He didn't want $2.2 million. Chavez Jr., to speak on him, by the way, Carl Froch, Golovkin, Anthony Durrell, all fights he basically walked away from. They're saying Carl Froch may happen now, we don't know. Carl Froch versus Golovkin would be a very good fight. See, Carl Froch is not a big super middleweight. Carl Froch is the type of guy that he does yoga and all that. He likes to chill out on the English countryside, you know, and like write poetry or whatever. He's a perfect gentleman. So Froch will probably walk around at most at probably like 175, something like that. And he fights at 168, but he's always in shape. So fighting a Golovkin, who, if I'm correct, the highest he's came into the ring was at like 171. And if you don't know, Canelo's coming in at that. You know, Lendy Lara's coming in at that. So, you know. But as far as Canelo versus Golovkin, of course Canelo gonna say, yeah, I fight Golovkin. Of course he'll say that. You know, but if you don't understand the politics, then I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm T Street Controversy with Real Combat Media. This is T Street Controversy Live. And I cover boxing. I like covering boxing. It's my release, especially after all the bullshit going on in my life right now. But honestly, I thought about it the other day, yo. Honestly, I don't even think I sin anymore. I'm dead serious. No, okay, well, outside of having sex outside of marriage. But when I think about like other stuff, like I'm like, yo, I've been on like the clean and narrow and still just don't get can't get a break. But I'm going to take my break. T Street Controversy Live.